One says, enough, no more. I walked out of a miserable, constricting, violent world into my own. I now hold my head high. I live as I want. I live with truth, courage of conviction. Every moment shines on me. I have power. I am power. Never again will I forget who I am, what I am. Never again will I forget the power that is me. Never should any woman forget. 12 years ago, I walked out of a very violent marriage. I had nothing except 2 small children and a 5-year-old son who'd stopped speaking completely because of the violence, and a 9-year-old daughter who'd become very quiet and withdrawn. I was completely shattered. I had no support, no financial support, and all I had was these million pieces somewhere in front of me, and I was in complete disarray, and I didn't know how I would ever gather myself again to complete myself. The biggest thing I had was fear and doubt. I just was nothing. Today, I counsel women at the Crime Against Women Cell of Delhi Police. I run a trust that gives free legal aid to women and child victims of violence. And I've written 12 books on laughter, on joy, on abundance, on women and violence, on children's books. I live each part out of myself today. But it's been a very hard journey. And when I look back and I've come to that point again where I was, seeing all those million pieces, I realized that I have to watch everything as an observer, without emotion. And I realized that I might not have 1,000 things that other people have. But what I do have is that now, that present, and the ability to pick up those pieces and create myself into who I want to be. So I watched. It was a very hard healing process, but it was one step at a time. And when I looked at all those pieces, I realized that there was a beautiful synergy between them. And I found that I could categorize those pieces of myself into 4 elements. There was air, which was my mind, my intellect. I encompass your body, I fill up your very soul. You cannot live without me, I complete you, make you whole. I fill up your each emptiness, within you I lovingly reside. Until your very last breath, in you I will abide. I stir your senses, your every breath I hold. I am your awakening, for I am love untold. I fill your entire being, though you rarely feel me there. I am your life, your existence, for I am the woman of the air. There was water. I was water. Emotions, heart. Playful light, mischievous I am. I reach out, then pull back coquettishly. Impish, frolicsome, joyous I am. I draw back, then beckon flirtatiously. I know not where I am going. I have no designs, grand nor small, but I give in to my every desire, holding back from nothing at all. I remember not where I came from. I know not where I will go. I simply enjoy my journey and live each moment as I flow. What a woman I am. And then there was fire, which is my spirit, which I could not afford to extinguish. The sun, the moon, the stars I am, for each one of them is fire. Just beyond hope, just beyond touch, just beyond reach, just beyond desire. I move upwards, beyond all things, I rise above, and none know why. I cannot be confined, I cannot be controlled, I eventually escape into the sky. Stimulating and sure of spirit I am, confronting difficulties fierily. susceptible to no dominion or dominance, no domain can curtail me. Fire, fire, woman I am. And then, of course, there was my physical self, which was earth. I am the cycle within all cycles, the repeating cycle of death and of birth. I nurture the seed, giving of myself, then bring it back to myself, earth to earth. I am the repeating cycle of the body and the mind, for I birth every beginning, then with the chain of death I bind. I am the repeating cycle of the seasons that births, matures, and brings to death all things. And yet, every day, I renew myself, and I walk in eternal spring. Earth, woman of the earth, I am. I realized that it's not only about accepting and understanding, it's about reveling in yourself. It's about living out each facet of your life to the fullest every day. And that's how you gather yourself together, you put yourself back, and you come back on track. I realize that the different facets of me are even opposing at times. There's fire in me. I can be the gentle flame of hope, but I can blaze away everything with my anger. There can be water in me, which I choose to be at a different point in time, and I can drown and submerge everybody, but I can create civilizations around me too. So every facet of yourself is something that you use in a different situation, and in every situation, you become somebody else. I understood that I was immeasurable. There was so much vastness inside of me. And I chose to live it out as the woman of the elements. For instance, at different situations, the same situation could have two opposing forces that I could choose to be. If there's an obstruction in your way, you can be water, where you pause, you build up, and then you spill over. There are obstructions that try to curb me. Obstacles do block my way. I know the pause is temporary. I know I'll overcome someday. I know this moment may not be mine. I know that just for today, I must wait. I know with patience and silence, I must hold on to my faith. I know my flow is imperative. I know I must endeavor on. I know I have to wait out this moment, and soon this moment too will be gone. I pause, building my strength and volume. I willingly wait, unperturbed. Then I gather my forces and spill over. My joyful abundance cannot be curbed. Water, water woman I am. But if there's an obstruction, and I'm fire, and I need to be fire at that moment, then I have to understand that obstacles stand before me, I burn them away. Nothing ever daunts me, never will I sway. I burn away adversity, negativity I burn away. I burn away all deterrents as I blaze along my way. There's a heightened sense of danger, but my fire mustn't pause. This danger brings awareness of the mystery of life force. This danger brings on strength of character. It brings determination too, and I blaze with greater intensity. For I am danger too. So this is fire. So there's so many facets of us. There's so many facets of us which we must use at different times. But if there's the greatest learning in life that I learned, it is that sorrow will come and situations will come to each one of us where we will shatter, we will break, and we have to pick ourselves up again. And the only thing that we must never ever have is fear. So I'll end off with my greatest learning. It says, I have no fear of living, I have no doubt of death, but I know that every moment that I live, I will live out my every breath. For in the center of my being, there's a divine flame inside of me that illuminates the innermost recesses of the soul and gives me faith in all that I cannot see. I have to burn through the blaze of life. I have to burn ultimately at my pyre. But where is thought of sorrow, anguish, or pain when I myself am fire? Fire, fire, woman I am. And I hope you truly live. Thank you.